Hello everybody, I am Deepak Balaji Timri Govindaraj. I am the Center Manager for Synthetic Biology and Precision Medicine Center at CSR Next Generation Health Cluster. I am going to give a presentation on precision medicine in the angle from functional approach, which is drug repurposing for cancer precision medicine. So, I am going to particularly focus on ovarian cancer, and we call it as OVACA for precision medicine, and we are also going to use synthetic biology approach to enable precision medicine technologies. What is precision medicine? It is far more important to know what person the disease has than what disease the person has. So, that is the crux of what is precision medicine. And our project is to use personalized ovarian cancer treatment using high throughput drug screening and also microfluidics based drug screening together with partners from Dublin City University Ireland, Veritas-Cell Ireland and Cherry Biotech from France. And this is a interdisciplinary international project which is recently being funded. Why cancer? Why we are working on cancer? Cancer is now increasing at a rapid phase in South Africa. Every year we have more than 100,000 new cases and 57,000 deaths every year. In cancers in women, ovarian cancer is one of the top 10 diseases, and in South Africa it is expected by 2030 there will be 78% increase in cancer. And in South Africa it is now getting more and more that there is a shift from communicable diseases to non-communicable diseases like cancer. To add on to that, when you compare cancer by numbers in South Africa with the world, on the top you have the Human Development Index ratios. The red ones are the low Human Development Index, and the bottom is the list of cancers with respect to the population. If you see on the right hand side, both in the male and the female graphs, irrespective of the Human Development Index of the country, both leukemia and ovarian cancer impacts cut across all the world, showing that this ovarian cancer is an unmet medical need throughout the world. And add to that, there is an increase in rate of ovarian cancer by 24%, and it is one of the top 10 gynecological disease cancer in female. And to add to that, our platform will be used for other cancers like leukemia. And also the ovarian cancer by number, it is one of the most common cancer diagnosed per year, and of all the cancers inherited, every woman is at a risk of developing any kind of gynecological cancer, and hence ovarian cancer is a very much unmet medical need that we need to address. However, cancer is a Gordian knot and it is a complex unsolvable problem. Like it has several knots tied so tightly and entangled that it is impossible to break them. However, there are leaders in this world who have solved Gordian knots. One example is Alexander the Great. He used an out of a box approach to unknock a Gordian knot kind of problem by just taking a sword and cutting the whole knot off. Similar approach CSR is going to use to solve the cancer problem, which is a Gordian knot problem. And our innovative solution is a functional precision medicine approach by doing drug repurposing. How we do that comes here on the proof of concept. Basically, we get primary patient samples from the cancer patient, from ovarian cancer patients, and then we culture them in a 384 well format and put it in a high throughput drug screening with drugs preceded to it, and using the cell viability assay we will be able to identify drug candidates. Followed by, we also do flow cytometry to validate those drug candidates, and we use chem stress fingerprinting to study the tumor microenvironment, and finally we use the microfluidics approach to identify tumor resistant drug clones, because these are already approved drugs and these drugs could be directly used for clinical setting. Our CSIR intervention or contribution in this functional precision medicine is quite advantageous because we use drug repurposing approach, which shortens the time frame required when you do for identifying new drugs with respect to drug discovery. And this project is funded by Marie Curie Fellowship for over the period of 3 years to improve the treatment regime for ovarian cancer patients in South Africa. So, to break down of the individual work packages, in the work package 1, we do high throughput drug screening. Basically, we get the patient samples, isolate the cancer cells, put it in a 384 well plate with 5000 cells per well, and culture them for over the period of 3 days, and then do a cell viability to look into the cell death and the cell toxicity studies. And the second part of the project includes microfluidics approach, where we use microfluidic wells to capture few cells and do drug screening, and followed by investigating the impact of tumor microenvironment using the ChemStress plates to identify the tumor factors which influence the cancer cell culturing. Using this approach, we will identify potential drug candidates which are already approved for other cancer and use it for ovarian cancer treatment. And this work has a significant collaboration with international and industry partners. The academic international partners is Dublin City University, and we will also have collaborations with Fraunhofer Project Center for Microfluidic Technology. The industry partners are Valitacell and Cherry Biotech, and the time frame on this project is for the period of 3 years. The first year 3 years, where we will do the work package 1 in year 1, work package 2 in year 2, and work package 3 in year 3. And when we look into how our project has a benefit over other competitive analysis of other competitors, when we do the drug repurposing competitive analysis, most of the conventional approach to look for cancer drugs is through drug discovery, which takes a time frame of close to 10 to 20 years, and several academic universities, biopharmaceutical companies generally tend to go towards drug discovery approach. Our CSR competitive advantage is to do drug repurposing. By doing drug repurposing, we would cut down the time frame of at least 5 to 6 years, where we directly use already approved drugs for other cancer. As you see in the figure on the right and top right, we save time by close to 4 to 5 years. And our project, from where we establish as a proof of concept, we aim to establish the whole platform within a period of minimum 3 to 5 years to reach TRL 6 level, whereby it would go for a go-to-market strategy, which we need to establish together with the business development team to go for a stage 1 clinical trial in South Africa on certain hubs in South Africa in collaboration with the universities. After the success of stage 1, we will then go for a stage 2 commercial launch, where we expand the hub across all cities in South Africa and beyond South Africa as well. In addition to our cancer precision medicine platform, we also work on other projects such as synthetic biology projects in synthetic nanobiotech biomachines platform, where we use Vali-Tacho directed evolution to improve the protein production capacity of CHO cells by directed evolution approach using ChemStress plates, and use that CHO cell expression system to produce ligands for cancer cell culturing in cancer precision medicine. The second approach is also we work on synthetic microbes for recombinant protein production and also for cancer cell therapy. Previously, we established a synthetic baculovirus genome using homologous recombination and synthetic biology approaches. And finally, we also make nanoparticles for precision medicine. We manufacture nanoparticles of 10 nanometer in size and couple them with ligands and use them for culturing of cancer cells. And our work has been funded by SPARC and UNESCO through TWA's Marie Curie Fellowship and also ICGB grant. With this, I thank you for listening to my talk, and I am happy to take any questions in this regard. Thank you.